What's going on, YouTube? It's still the wee hours. I mean, shit, it's not even 5 o'clock in the morning yet. Quarter till or so. But I haven't even turned the TV on. I got no desire to see what's on the fucking tube. I really don't. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about some fucking election count or the next spike in the pandemic in this county or that county and close this restaurant and that business. And I don't want to hear it anymore. So, having said that, instead of listening to that crap, I was putting my own imagination to good use this morning. I surely was. Part of my plan for some property is no matter where I lived, I wanted to build a greenhouse so that I could control the environment and grow whatever I wanted to, because I want to grow some corn and I want to grow some sweet corn from Iowa. My boy Phil out in Iowa, when we were in Sturgis, he took me to a booth. He goes, dude, you got to try this corn. This shit's from Iowa. This is blah, blah, blah. You never had no corn like this. And he was fucking right. So I always said one day I'd find out what that corn was and I'd get some seed and I'd grow that corn. And then I wanted to grow some potatoes. I like potatoes. So I wanted to grow some potatoes and, chicken coop and, fruit trees, whatever. And so my new environment is going to make that a little more challenging to grow year round. But if I build a greenhouse, and as long as I can get fucking sunlight in there, and that's just it, I know the winter's sunlight's very limited, so it's definitely going to affect, or I should say limit my options when it comes to growing something year round. But irregardless, I want a greenhouse. Just something I always wanted to do. On top of critters, right? I want to be self-sufficient. I don't want to have to go to the store for food. Got a well, got a solar panel that runs a pump that gets the water out of the ground, right? I don't even have to pay for electricity to get the fucking water out of the ground. And if you got a spring or this or that, and where I'm moving, there's quite a bit of water, so I don't think having ample supply of water is an issue in any way, shape, or form up in the frozen tundra. So that's a done deal. It's just sunlight. And same thing with housing chickens and critters or whatever, right? You just build them whatever they need for the cold time. Yeah, I'd like to have a milk cow, but I'm not going to sit there and milk a fucking cow every day. And if you're going to have a milk cow, you're going to have to. That's too much for me. So unless somebody else is there and wants to fuck with the cow, I got to draw the line at the cow. But I'm having some chickens. You better believe it. And grow some food. And do some cool shit. I'm telling you, right? And in this day and age, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking the same thing I am. I know there is. But I understand. Your circumstances keep you glued to wherever the fuck you're at, or you're just gun shy to pull the trigger. I get it. But a lot of people are doing it, right? A lot of people are fleeing Cali in droves. And they're landing all over the country, man. It's just like a shotgun round that goes off and the pellets just go, they scatter, right? That's like everybody leaving Cali. They're just flying all over the fucking country, Oh, the changes that are coming, people. They haven't even started yet. Nice thing is, I got a destination. I get there in the midst of all this nonsense, but at least I will be somewhere way out of the fucking way. So when this shit show starts fucking flying, it's not getting on me, I'm not going to get any splatter. Mm-mm. No, like I said, I got popcorn. Too old to be out there farting around with you crazy motherfuckers. Whatever the fuck you guys are gonna be doing. You're gonna be doing it without me. I'll be busy picking up dog poo. Yes, I will. Shit, this properties that I'm looking at, most of them have tree stands. And if you're a hunter, you know what that is. And if you're not a hunter, it's just a box up on a tree, right? 10, 12, 14 feet off the ground. You stand in this fucking box and you wait for the deer to come walking by and you shoot them. I'm not a hunter. It's not my thing. I can't kill critters. That's just, I wasn't raised like that, right? I'm soft that way. That's why I'm a dog lover. But, you know, if I gotta do what I gotta do to live, and I gotta go shoot Bambi so I could eat some food, fucking A right. I could take a deer, sure. Or a fish out of the lake, right? There's a million ways to get food off of your land when you got land that's up against a river or on a fucking lake, right? I looked at some bitchin' houses right on lakes, lakefront property, 174 feet to be exact. The last one that I looked at for under 300 grand on a fucking lake. Thank you very much. Drive right onto the fucking lake from my property. How do you like me now? I'm just saying, you know, coming from Cali, that's unheard of, man. And be like, what the fuck you talking about? I'm like a little kid with a Tonka toy, right? I get to go play with big boy toys now. It's the coolest shit. Chainsaws and chopping down a tree and winches and four-wheel drive. And my monster truck's never seen the dirt since I've owned it. That bitch has never gotten dirty, and it's gonna get worked. Fucking A right. That's what I bought it for, was for property. And now that I'm going to the frozen tundra, that fucking truck is gonna get put to good use. I'll tell you what, I'll undercoat the underside of that motherfucker. Give me some rhino liner for the underside and let's go. No fucks given. Oh, yeah. It's fun. It's gonna be fun. And I know there's a lot of people out there thinking about the same thing. Like, alternative lifestyle. What do we do now? How do we make our dollar stretch? Fixed income. Shit's crazy in the city. Blah, blah, blah. Where do we go? What do we do? Fuck, be creative. Right? Think outside the box. Find something that feels right. And just don't take no for an answer. Right? Don't bite off more than you can chew. And and don't fuck around with champagne taste on a beer budget, motherfucker, because that don't fucking work. Trust me. You know? Like, my budget took me from Misfit Island in Cali to Misfit Island in Oregon to Misfit Island in the frozen tundra, right? This was not the beginning of my journey, but there's a reason I'm going to be in the snow. I know there is. And it hasn't shown itself, but it doesn't have to, because it just will. And that reason ain't why I'm going. I'm going because it's affordable. And I can achieve everything I need to on a beer budget, right? Friday fish. That's what I'm talking about. Fishing. I'm gonna have to get a little fishing boat now. You know, get rid of the caddy and get a little boat for the summertime. Go on the lake. Go do a little fishing. Watch the dogs swim in the lake. You know how fucking cool that's gonna be? No, I don't suppose you do if you're not up here. but I can sure tell you how cool it's going to be for me. Pretty fucking crazy. Poor white trash is going to have some fucking land. Some dream come true shit. And like I keep saying, true freedom. Freedom to do what I want as long as I ain't stepping on nobody's toes, I'm not ruffling nobody's feathers. And that's not my nature, right? My doggies ain't